Welcome back everyone to the Buddyhood Brawl League Season 2. My name is Karond and this is the 6th episode of the Skin Crawlers. It's been quite a while since we had an episode here. We have been delaying it by purpose. As we said in episode 5 at the very end there, we were waiting for the first league to finish up before we would upload any more games, because all of our competitors that we would have been facing would upload the games of the Skin Crawlers to their respective YouTube channels. And the first league has actually just now finished. And let me go through everything that's happened so far. Let's bring up the two divisions as they stood. After the switch here, Kid Paw and Hole Poker turning up in the top 2 of Division 1. We see plenty of games from them. And in the top Division 2, I managed to get to the top as well. Maybe not too much of a surprise. And if you remember when this league started, and actually let me go through, I can go through my games as well. So we had Handy NL and By the Way Rant. We played against them before doing the introduction video. We uploaded the game against Rioran. The game against Mordheim coming in next. You can see that game on Mordheim's YouTube channel, so I recommend going there if you want to follow the progression. We uploaded the game against Fenrir. We missed out on Valentine's games because it was played just half an hour after the Fenrir game, so we missed it. And then we did our game against Trusing, our toughest competitor so far. I also uploaded, and last episode my game against Carol. You can see my game against Game Night on Game Night's YouTube channel. I recommend that as well. And if you remember from the introduction video, I really looked forward to facing David is Trying, but just as he was about to face me, he jumped ship from this league, and I'm a bit disappointed by that. We got a walkover win and nothing extra, and I'm just disappointed. I feel like that's just his, I don't know, maybe he should just change names, because it's a bit of a track record with David is Trying. He did this in this league, he skipped out on the previous YouTube league and the YouTube league before that. So yeah, whatever. And then we faced Ragnar Rockus. And Ragnar Rockus is also a prominent YouTuber for Mordheim. However, he seems to have lost the save file, so I'm not sure that we will be able to follow me from that game, an 8-0. Anyway, if you remember from the introduction video, the rules for the Buddyhood Brawl League Season 2 was that we started at level 0, and then you would do one PvE against the AI, and then you would do one PvP, and then we would follow that kind of pattern. However, there was a quick change very soon afterwards, with Game Night announcing that if you lost your PvP, you could get another PvE. And while I think this is a really good rule for the format, because it evens out eventually. It is somewhat skewed though, because in the beginning you actually gain more value for your warband by losing, and later on it doesn't matter as much, because if you lose your level 8 hero, you're not gonna make up for that with an extra PvE. But anyway, so that unfortunately led to some players losing intentionally to get ahead, but most of those players are already out now, well, jumping ahead. So that was the first rule that changed. Afterwards, Game Night also changed out the rules for how many games we would play. So it originally was 22 games for the first league and 22 games for the second league. And the second league would have been composed of the top 6 finishers from Division 1 and 2 going into something called the upper division, and the rest going into a lower division. Then we'll do 22 games there as well. So 2 games against each opponent. That was what we all signed up for and set out for. Unfortunately, a rule was decided there because we were dragging behind on time. We were not doing 1 game a week as we were told to do. Many players took quite a bit longer on them, and as such the league was drawn to a crawl. So Game Night decided that we're only gonna do 11 games for the first league, but still 22 games for the second league. And then it was changed again to only 11 games for the second league. And then it was changed now recently again. And we will only do 0 games for the second league because it will only be these 11 games. And we're jumping straight to the playoffs. And let me actually bring up that and we can take a look. So this is what the playoff table looked like right now. And you can see I was placed in the top, and what they did was they took all of the top 16 players ranked by points. I was first, and I had to face the player who was ranked 16, which is Ragnarokus. And this time I did let him record it, and it's on his YouTube channel. You can go check it out. It's the first round of 16. Dohc got through since Valentine also dropped out of the tournament, and that's who we are facing here momentarily in the very first quarterfinal. But regardless of this, I have to say that I'm really disappointed in this move. I think that it's really bad publicity for the Buddyhood Brawl League to end up like this. It feels like we are giving up on the league, and the worst part of it all is that it's not lacking consistency. I think that as a tournament organizer myself, even if I find a rule that's not really that great, I do tend to stick with it anyway and just change out for the next tournament. And then of course that gives you this mindset that you have to really think through all of the rule sets and everything that's going on with the tournament, and you also talk to other players and get input and so forth, so that you don't get these kind of mistakes. But that's part of why this has happened, I feel, because as this tournament started, there were many of players who recommended and told Game Night and his fellow organizers or helpers, by the way, Rant and Fenrir, that this is how it's going to turn out. Like, you have 22 plus 22 games. Some players are going to race ahead quite a bit, and some are going to be really crippled and hopefully, unfortunately, struggle with motivation. And that's what we saw. Not only did we lose out on the motivation because so many players didn't really do one game a week. We have been behind schedule ever since the first week. That's how bad it has been. So right from the first week we were already behind. And yeah, I mean, I'm not sure I buy the whole thing that we are lacking in motivation. I have talked to quite a few people that would have gone up to the upper division, and all of them seem to have really looked forward to it. And I think most players in the lower division, all of the ones I've talked to, with the exception of Mewers Cat, seems to will have enjoying that as well. And for me, I would definitely have enjoyed that, since it's the first league is just, you know, sort of testing ground, and the upper and lower division would have put players that are more equal to one another in both skill level and warband level up against each other, and we would have lots of interesting games that I could have broadcasted to you. It would have been very interesting to watch. But now that's not going to happen, and I'm gonna face Dohc here after a while, and it's gonna be a very easy match as well. He was probably going down to the lower division anyway, and yeah, I mean, with the lack of consistency, you're sort of signaling different things to people. You're saying that, oh, you can plan out your warband because there are going to be 22 more games, and then there is not. So a lot of players, particularly mercenary players and witch hunter players, who have fantastic third hero unlocks in the champion and the war priest, some of these players, they stopped leveling the high level guys and focused on getting those units up to speed. And now they're sitting here in the playoffs, like with level 2 and level 3 heroes that are in the reserves that they will not use. Instead, they will have to focus on the level 6, level 7, level 8s that could have been level 10s. So they are already disadvantaged because of this inconsistency. And will it change for Buddyhood Brawl League Season 3? Maybe. I mean, players did tell them that this is how it's going to turn out, and it was largely ignored because of the experience of the Buddyhood Brawl League Season 1, where they had very few PvP games. And I'm not getting the vibe right now that we're getting some input. I know that Game Night said that he wants some input in this, but on the other hand, we have had 2 discussion tables, and none of the moderators for this league or Game Night himself, as the main organizer, has even looked at them. and that was apparent in the last stream. And they also did mention that we were gonna open it up to some feedback after the initial rule sets was planned. We'll see how that goes. The initial things that we know so far is that Buddyhood League Season 3 will have one PvE in between each PvP, and all of the PvPs will be exhibition. So we'll see how that plans out. On the one hand, I want to give feedback. On the other hand, I don't want to impose what I feel is a good tournament. I can already do that with the Mordheim Madness. So we'll see how that turns out. Anyway, I'm not gonna bore you too much. We are going to jump into the game and face off against Dohc, and maybe we'll talk a bit about this with him, see what he thinks, and I hope it's not too one-sided of a game. I know I have a massive advantage compared to him, both in my experience as a Mordheim player as well as my warband, and honestly, I'm just gonna look at Dohc as an XP Pinata, and my sole intention for this game is to try and get as many kills as possible with my Crypt Horror and make sure that he's the only one that kills units, as well as capture the secondary objective if I can. So that's the only objective I have, and we're gonna see how that plans out. Unfortunately, I think that this playoffs might not be too instructive in the way of learning the game or filling out tactics and learning from this broadcast, but maybe there will be something, and our semi-final will have tougher competition, no doubt. So, setting out against Dohc, we're gonna go in there, we're gonna make sure that the Crypt Horror kills as much as possible. We're trying not to lose anyone, we're trying to loot the whole map, and we'll see how it goes. That's exactly what we did against Ragnarokkus. Crypt Horror got 6 kills, and I'm hoping that we can get even more in this game. So wish ourselves good luck, and let's just contact Dohc and start the game. Alright, here we are again with Dohc, trying for a second time here. We de-certified, and here we are, switched up the map. Let's see how this goes. Do you think you will participate in BBL3?
I think I probably will.
Okay, it's cool. We'll probably randomize the warbands again. Is there anyone that's your particular favorite? Or is Undead the favorite here?
I really like Skaven, Witch Hunters, and Mercenaries. Sisters, I'm pretty comfortable with as well.
All right. So drawing Undead was pretty unlucky for you then?
I just started playing it, and I thought I was pretty comfortable with it. So I thought, oh no, that would be a good one for me.
Yeah, you know,
really not.
Yeah, I don't think really. It was only Carol that switched warbands, I think. He switched with someone. I think it was someone who left. I'm not sure. And that was the only one who switched to warband from...
Yeah, I said at the start I wouldn't mind switching if I got Chaos, because I've never played them before. And
oh, they're my favorite. I love them.
Yeah.
They're so reliable. Like that's the whole point of them. Reliability is worth so much.
I just love because they're a bit unreliable at times.
Yeah, but I mean that you don't break from psychology and things like that. I think that can mean a whole lot in various games. Fine. Probably set him up here. Oh, you have slightly less leadership now. You switch your warband out a little bit. I think you had 90 before.
I might have. I'm not really sure. I don't think I've made anything that different. I only had I hadn't put my skill points in the last time I saved it, so I quickly put them in where I thought they were, but don't think there's any real difference.
Yeah. Yeah, it probably won't make a difference, that's true. So how have you found playing the undead in this tournament so far? Do you find them... I know that we talked about this a little bit in the last house. I know it's a bit of a repeat, but you did mention that you find it a little bit unnerving to not have ranged henchmen. You were used to them.
I just like the options they allow you to have more than anything.
Yeah. Alright, here we go. Deployment over with. Good luck. I know what your objective is.
Kill one person.
Yeah. Yeah, you were in the before the desync. You were really close to killing one. One of my high-level ghouls. Oh, wow, yeah, lots of units at 64 initiative. That's gonna be interesting.
That's one thing to call it.
Yeah. It's not entirely random when you do have several units. I don't think it is, at least. It seems to alternate. Like if you have 2 units 64, they seem to take every other turn going first. But it could just be my perception of things. Might not actually be like that.
I've noticed it too when in other war bands when things are the same, they tend to switch between who starts and who ends, sort of thing.
Okay, yeah, so it is like that. Yeah, that's good to know.
Like you have 3 people at the same initiative, they'll switch between which one starts and all that, so there's never the same order.
Is it like a ladder? Like they already decide that you're assigned 1, 2, 3, and then you go 3, 3, 1, 2, and then
yeah, then 2,
1, 3.
yeah.
Yeah.
It feels a bit like that, so I think that's probably how it works.
Yeah, what else is there? There are some other things like this when it's not really random. Like, for example, the loot that you get, especially as reward loot, tends to be more centered around your warband than otherwise. Like, as the undead, you will find a whole lot less of Sigmarite warhammers than you find certain other kinds of equipment that you actually can use.
I don't know, with my sister's warband I've been running for a while, I have a severe shortage of Sigmarite warhammers. I can't seem to find them in the shop or as loot or anything. Most of them have been picked up off other sisters' warbands I've played in PvE. And I don't know, it was just a chance thing, but yeah, with my mercenaries, the purple enchantment that reduces the curse of Zench.
Yeah.
And didn't get that till really late in the warband. Got piety really early on though.
Yeah, but that seems to be entirely random.
Yeah.
I think that's
With
entirely
the
random.
sisters, it was reversed. I got the Zench one really early, and
Ah,
that would be. So it probably is random. It's just confirmation bias. Yes, it happens.
yeah.
So
Yeah, confirmation bias, that is a good word.
yeah.
That might be actually what's play. I, I just have this feeling that it is like this. I also have this feeling it's an untested theory. Well, it seems to be true, but it could also be confirmation bias, which is that if your unit goes down and if he's looted, he tends to have a much higher chance to get an injury.
There's a couple of things that are at play with Mordheim. There's the confirmation bias that that like what we're talking about now, and then there's also the gambler's fallacy that
The gambler's fallacy.
bad.
What's
Yeah,
that?
oh, you do things enough time because it has to work eventually. Playing the odds, like
Betting everything on
80% dodges, 80% dodges in a row. You have to pass them. But
Yeah.
it's like, no, you don't have to pass them. You're just more likely to pass them. Yeah, that's gambler's fallacy. The whole do things enough times, you're going to get the luck sort of thing.
Yeah, I heard of this system where you... It was a friend of me who told me that if you bet everything on red and you fail, you just double your input and then you keep betting and betting and betting. And it's a sort of system that's apparently banned nowadays.
Yeah, because odds are that will work, but again, it's also gambler's fallacy as well. That it doesn't have to work.
Yeah. Well, it'd be nice to see you in BBL3. I'm not sure I will participate. Maybe I will. I find that, since we did make this switch where we skipped out on the second league, I feel it has... I think it drained my motivation a bit. I don't find it as fun anymore. I think that BBL2 would have been perfect with the second league. It had a lot of many interesting games in both lower and upper division. But now I feel like, many of the people that have good warbands, they focus too much on the third hero choices that they got. And they're really good, champions and warrior priests and so forth. And I didn't as much, and I feel that I am very advantaged because of that. I feel that these players, they suffer quite a bit now that they didn't do this. And the real term effect is that every single game I play right now is just a bit uneven. I mean, you were probably going down to the lower division anyway, but I mean, facing True Seeing or Hole Poker, which I'm probably doing soon, or Ainier, it has soured things a bit, I think.
I also kind of think it needed to happen because things had got a bit bogged down, partly due to life issues that I've had come up the last month or so, and a lot of things had come up that we didn't know beforehand that could have happened. So there's two sides of it. We could have pushed on, dragged things out, or take what we've learned and get things over and done with and start afresh.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I can buy that argument, but if I'm gonna buy that argument, I would actually want everyone here to learn something from that, and because before this league started out, there were several players who pointed out that it's gonna end like this. This is how it's going to be like, and so many players like Game Night and his moderators, they completely ignored it and said that it will be fine, and they basing that on their previous experience of playing BBL1, when you have 6 PvPs only and you get a few injuries. But we knew it was gonna be like this and no one listens, and I feel that maybe that's gonna be the exact same thing once more now. I mean, GameNet's already talking about, yeah, you need to reward winners. Fine, I agree in some way. But if you're gonna give them extra PvEs for each win and so forth, then you're just gonna get the same issue, just the reverse. So I think you need to listen a bit to various players and get some more input. And I know that GameNet said that he wanted some input, but in the last stream he didn't say it actually specifically. He said that, you know, you can make some input when the rules are finished to everyone. And I'm like, and I think it's a conundrum, because, you know, I would probably want to give input, and I know a lot of experienced players want to, but I also don't want to, you know, guide the rule sets towards something to my liking as well. I mean, BBL should be this amateur thing anyway. So it's this problem. Like, I can give a lot of tips, but then I would guide it towards what I think would be the best, or I can just let them do whatever they want, but I will see the issues coming up. So I hope, yeah, I mean, at least they try and devise some system that will work and think it over truly, and don't just base it on their current experiences.
Yeah, I think that's, well, it's probably better to try and give feedback once a preliminary rule set for BBL3 has been given, because that way you have an idea where things need to get fixed, rather than give it right at the start.
Updated.
Yeah, what are your ideas for BBL3? Do you know that we were gonna have this one PvE between each game, and then all PvP will be exhibitions. We will have a slower level of progress, and probably not too many injuries from a lot of people.
And that would definitely help me.
Alright, that's good.
As like I said, this is guy's my third leader throughout all this.
Nerving, you're always hiding your units. I never know where they are. Just a big risk.
Yeah. I tend to be a bit more slow and steady than
objectives updated.
Probably a bit too slow and steady, to be honest.
And you mentioned that you were not much of an aggressive player. You were more cautious, slow and steady approach, methodical.
Yeah.
In most of your gaming, not just in Mordheim.
Yeah, like even strategy games and all that. I'm very much a defensive player more than a aggressive one.
I guess that suits your choices for warbands too a little bit. I mean, with the exception of Skaven. Mercenaries and sisters, they tend to thrive on being defensive. Oh, hi man.
Oh, hello.
Julian.
Skaven, I tend to find I can be a bit more aggressive because they have the movement to hit things and run away if need to.
Yeah.
You can go away now.
Objective completed.
I hope I'm not too damaged by whatever this last Wardstone does? No, okay, it's fine.
Well, at least we have a rough idea where we're all going to meet up and you're going to slaughter me this turn. Well, shit. Yeah, I wasn't able to get a dodge in with him. Then again, I wasn't expecting you to just walk up, or big beastie.
Yeah. It's good. Let's take like a few seconds before we do a counter attack, so we.
Yeah, I did that.
Desync. That's good.
Oh, he's gone.
Alright. Yeah, the fight is underway. I know you... I see almost all of your warband, but I don't see the nasty crypt horror. But I assume he's nearby, since he's a bit faster than most of your units.
Kind of like his spot right there a bit too much.
Festers. Oh, hello, Mr. Zombie.
you have a ridiculously good chance of critting me on less than 10.
Yeah, I'm lucky with that. But I wonder, you never pick up body reconstruction?
It was recommended by, I think it was Kitten Paw. When I was about halfway through the build, but by then I didn't have enough gold to use it, so I used it on other stuff, which was
it's such
stupid.
a cheap skill though. It's much cheaper than Resilient.
Yeah.
It's like one of the main advantages of Undead in this format. I think I have it on pretty much everyone. Except the Cryptor, of course. Hello, Mr. Vampire.
Hello, I'm all the way out here. I still can't see a Cryptor. He's hiding really well.
Yeah. Well, from my perspective, he's not hiding really well. I hate it when they go through walls and you can see them. Sometimes you can see enemies like this. It's a bit unfortunate. Yeah, in the last game we played, I also had really good luck with the Dreg when it comes to critical hits. But of course, but you have like 3% critical hit chance, critical hit resistance on many of your units. At least the henchman. Vampire has 6%. Vampire Thrall has 6%.
Yeah, not able to get out to a good spot to see
A new
anyone,
round has
unfortunately.
started.
There he is. Sneaky bugger.
Shit.
That was now I've finally seen him. I think I've seen everyone now. And you've seen all of my units, of course.
I haven't seen two of yours, actually.
Oh, okay. What initiative?
64.
Okay, so it's ghouls.
Hmm.
Some blue stuff. Okay. Yeah, I can't reach the stunned ghoul. Not yet.
And hopefully you never will, because he's going to run the hell away.
Yeah, I figured. I wish I could have gotten a unit ahead of him, but I haven't brought a single consumable with me to be able to do that. Okay, this unit. Not bad. Okay, here we go. Oh, you used the lay on him. Vasily. Ouch. Wow, there's a lot of characters around that corner. I'm trying to play a little bit cautiously here because I noticed that in the desync that you had quite a bit of melee power and you can easily kill something in just one turn if you want to. Which is very different from playing Ragnarokos. I wonder how you two would have stacked up against each other. It would have been a fun game to see. Hmm.
Well, at least it's not. Yeah. So he knows my crypto go over there.
Yeah, your crypto is just behind this wall, right?
Yep, that's why I put this guy here to at least absorb some attacks before someone got into him. Is that mastered or just normal?
Mastered.
Oh, great. Eight red pips, interesting. That's another thing I've been learning with this. I'd never really put exhaustion as very good because it damaged your own people, but yeah.
It's a bit
Learning.
overpowered because, you know, at least Adrenaline Rush does double the amount of damage to you when you master it. With Exhaustion, you only gain. You never lose anything from it. Ah, Web of Steel. Ah, okay, cool. Can you get in another character? Oh, come on. Can you get in another character in here?
I believe so.
Huh. Cool. There you go, Lurch. Gonna get shot down. Ah, yeah, you used handshot. Have you found it useful so far? Handshot?
Yeah.
Yeah. No, people like a whole, like usually a lot of other skills. But yeah, I can see its use, and especially good against impressives, of course.
Oh God.
Yeah, he doesn't have the best day at work. That's for sure.
A new round has
Oh,
started.
that's not a position you want to leave him in. I can assure you that. Hi! Oh, that's so
for
nice.
God's sake.
That's so nice. Thank you. Thank you, RNG.
No, it isn't really.
Well, that's what I want. One miss is fine. You can hit on the next one, it's okay.
Yeah, that's why I tend to use dual weapons instead of two-handed weapons, because I just seem to always miss that first attack.
Yeah. Alright, you have devoted most of your melee power into my Crypt Horror. Leaving my entire team up to charge at you now. Yeah, I figured. Oh, really? I thought you would do an ambush stance, I wouldn't get to him. That's fine.
I'm kind of hopeful to hold out just long enough to be the first person to kill your Crypt Horror.
Yeah, I know. As I told you last game, game night has been really close. Yeah. I did move him forward quite a bit, so I did invite that. Let's see what I can do about it now.
To be fair, he has a decent chance of surviving long enough for everything to happen, so...
Yeah, he does, definitely. Especially if we can manage to kill one of those targets. I have distanced myself quite a bit. That was 49 damage for me. What was it for you?
Same, yeah.
Okay, that's good. At least we're stable right now.
It's kind of funny though, throughout this whole tournament I don't think I've hit a single charge. So I've just stopped charging.
Oh, okay. Oh, come on.
One more miss.
I don't have any more attacks.
Oh, well that was nice.
Yeah. Comes the counter. Wow, nice. Ah, come on, I just need to take away the stance here, come on. That's all I want. There we go. Ah, they look so cool, the zombies. I especially like that helmet look with the axe embedded in the helmet.
I'm not going to let you kill me in my turn. Oh, and a couple of misses would be nice.
Yeah, to even it out, especially. Oh, you did have a dodge dance, I didn't notice that.
Yeah.
Oh, that was lucky.
Interesting.
Ooh. 6% chance.
It's almost like every time he shoots, it's a chance.
Yeah, he's the luckiest drag alive. There we go. Nice little hit. Yeah, I'm lucky with him. Really lucky I'm seeing that.
Yeah, I know.
Okay. So you got 2 off. Yeah, I really wanted to kill him, but ugh. That missed charge would have done a lot of damage. How many wounds does he have left now? 30?
That's the time I roll the 1 to hit when I'm aiming.
Yeah. Yeah, you failed on aim last time. But do you have a better position now? You have a much higher hit chance, it seems. Maybe was the vampire blocking?
Yeah, I think the black vampire was partially blocked.
Oh, that touch. Oh, and 48% chance too. Nice. Damn it, if I just have gotten that charge through, he would have been dead. I'll get him soon enough. This evens it out to hit everything this turn.
He's going to die horribly next turn anyway, so it doesn't matter where he goes.
A new round has started.
Really? Fine. Let's do it like this. You really want to kill me anyway, so...
Oh, for God. I'd like to hit you occasionally.
There we go.
Ah.
Alright, Vasily. Yeah, fine. Alright. Not a great exchange for me there, but...
Welcome to my game.
Yeah, I've had a few of these now. It's just funny. Yeah, fine. I mean, let's just cancel each other out then. I mean, I know you're in a damn stance, and if I can't do anything, then fine. Yeah, this is our game. 71. It's fine. The vampire is coming up.
Yeah, I think he's got a pretty good chance of ending this pretty much right now.
Let's see.
I was surprised that your guy's initiative went up so much.
It's
when you
double.
switched the weapon.
It's 2 daggers.
Okay.
So it's not.
I don't think he was going anywhere anyway.
Come on, help out. Here we go. The vampire. Ah, come on. Doesn't have much of a stance, but that will be fine. You really don't want to use that attack. I can see that. Come on.
There's no point.
So that, yeah. At least now you don't have any dodge stances left.
Back to the slap fight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I mean, because you. I mean, I can do 2 attacks, yes, but.
Yeah, well. Festa's the only starting ghoul I have left alive.
Okay. Is it a big disadvantage you feel that he?
This, like I said, after this, the warband's retired, so absolutely no difference.
Why don't you use this warband to get the campaign going if you haven't done it?
I have another one that, like I said, I was starting to play undead beforehand, and the other one's a lot healthier.
Okay. Can I shoot your thing from here? I think I can.
She's shooting a guy in the back.
Yeah. It's pretty exposed. There we go. End turn. You don't have a real stance for any of your henchmen. You have invested most in the heroes, right? It seems like that. Oh, you're insulting. Damn, Lady Morticia. Alright.
Yeah, she doesn't have enough health to hit you and survive.
Yeah, I thought you would have attacked since I don't have a stance left. Done some more damage.
Yeah, but then you turn around and beat her.
No, but I mean, you could.
Damn it! You have a counter attack.
I like the arrow sticking out from his heart.
A new round has started.
Damn it. So close. Oh well, got close.
Yeah.
Did he just parry that?
Yeah, he did. He's the ace. He's a pretty cool guy.
Now
Yeah,
go and kill Lurch
I guess
and
that's
see if you
GG
can
because
use it.
I don't think you're gonna make the route test, right? Yeah, you have a 12% chance. Let's see. No, you don't. Alright, thanks for the game, Doc. Sorry that it was very
Yeah.
slanted here, but
Nearly got.
yeah, you
Your,
you got him down to half health.
Yeah.
I hope to see you in BBL3 and hopefully some practice games as well.
Yeah, cool. Sounds good.
Yeah.
Actually, this actually makes it. Lurch is the only member of my warband to not go out of action in any game.
Yeah, I mean, I could probably have killed him, but you know, I wanted to sort of farm you a little bit, get the right units to do the kills, the ones that aren't level 10.